Hi there, my name is Tony, and today I'll show you in great detail how to complete this easy build and create this cute little bag from scratch. No matter if you are a complete beginner or a skilled leather worker. But before we go, let's get over all the materials we need. This bag will take about 2.5 square feet of material, and we recommend 5 to 6 ounces vegetable tan leather, which will hold this bag's shape a little better. You will also need two 18 millimeters magnetic closures, just like these two here. And I will leave a link to where you can get the same ones I used. Optionally, you will need 7 rapid rivets for this detail on the flap. You will also need an old cardboard box. The thicker, the better. So tell your wife not to throw that big delivery box just yet. You're gonna need it. And the last thing you need is the pattern for this little gem. Yes, the battle plan is all drawn up. All the exact proportions for every single piece are already measured. Every single stitching hole is marked, so you can print this from your home computer and get started right now. Download link in the description below. So, before we start, let me quickly show you how to print the pattern, punch the stitching holes, and cut every single piece you need for this bag. Well done so far. You should now be looking at every piece of leather you need to finish this bag. You got your flap, you got your front and you got your back pieces, the small handle and the gusset, which for design reasons is split into 3 pieces. Let's start by combining the gusset into one and use saddle stitching to connect them, as I'm about to do next. Next, let's connect the handle at both ends. Now, you could do this later, but it will be much easier now. And before we go, a quick tip. If you cut this strap longer, it can be worn over the shoulder like a bag rather than a hand purse. So, ask your wife, ask your daughter, ask your client, how do they want to wear it, and cut the length of the strap accordingly. And if they change their mind, just unstitch one of the ends, cut it, cut another strap, and attach them together with a buckle. We can now attach the back and the front of this bag. It doesn't matter which one goes first, but before you start stitching, use a little bit of water to shape the gusset like I will show you next. Don't worry about the wet shaping too much at this stage though, because I have a trick later that will work better to help you get this square shape this bag is supposed to have. Okay, we have most of the bag, but it doesn't look like this now, does it? Let's do something about that next. Get that sponge and use it to apply some water along the inside edges. Next, use the pattern piece that has cardboard written on it to cut a few pieces of these. How many? I don't know. I used 14. But if you have thicker cardboard than me, you may need fewer. The point is to jam as many as you can inside the bag till it gets this nice rectangular shape that you want. Well, let me show you exactly what I mean. Okay, good job. Now put it away so it can dry, and let's move on to the flap. Now the flap has a few decorative rivets right here, and if you want you can use nuts and bolts, or you can just simply leave them out. Up to you. They serve no purpose other than give this bag a mechanical look. I mean, it's design, who cares? Here is how I attach my rivets. Next, we need to insert these little magnets inside the flap, and I will show you exactly how to do it next. See how I use these little caps to both hide the back of the magnet and make an eyepiece for your robot. Clever, right? Let's do the other one next. Yes, I'm aware one is smaller than the other. Again, it's called design, all right? Flap done, great. Put this one away for a few minutes and let's get back to the main body. And namely, let's address these rough edges next along the stitching line. Now go grab some sandpaper and slowly and carefully try and get the edges as smooth as you can, like I'm about to do next. Be very careful not to scratch the leather. If you have a Dremel with the right head attachment, that will help speed things a little bit. Next, I will use an edge bovella to round those edges a little bit and then apply some Tokonol and use a wood burnisher just like this one to give the edge a nice shine, a nice glossy look. But wait, I get it. We are not all pros here. So, in a punch, you can try some water instead of the white solution I used and any wooden handle to achieve a very similar result. Water and rub. That's all there is to it. Now look at this difference, night and day. Now next, if you held the cardboard in there for long enough and gave the leather a chance to dry, it will hold its shape when you pull it out. Let me demonstrate. So all we need to do is attach the flap with another saddle stitch and we are done. As you learned through this tutorial, vegetable tan leather and water are very good friends. So let's apply some more water along the inside of the flap here, where we're gonna bend it and shape this cover to our liking. Great, but I need to make a confession. I forgot to attach this part of the magnet to the front of the bag. I'm a big dummy and now I have to use magic to get those holes where they should be. So just give me a couple of seconds. It worked! I still got it. Having said that, unless you have magical abilities like myself and can make holes appear whenever you like, use the pattern and punch them holes at the start along with all the rest. Do that, it's easier and slightly more practical. Also, attach the other half of the magnet as well, like I'm about to do now. And voila, great looking bag. It was a joy making it, talking about it. And I'm sure you all learned something from this tutorial, whether you're a beginner or a skilled leather worker. And one more thing before you go. Go ahead, like this video and subscribe to this channel. It's free. Who cares? I care. I care a lot. Thank you so much for watching. Peace. I'm out.